Did you know there are 13 million of us out there? By us, I'm referring to other hunters, and more than 10 million hunt big game. You know, these things right here, the pesky whitetails, that's where the industry is driven. So that leaves a handful of small game, waterfowl hunters, and you and I, predator hunters. And even though I hunt whitetails, I still love predator hunting. That whitetail market, it's big. And that's where all the industry is driven. Every new product, everything you see online in your smartphone, it's all geared toward whitetails. But that doesn't mean you and I can't use that predator hunting. We can. And there's a lot of great products out there. One of those I'm looking at right now is ScoutLook Weather, scoutlookweather.com. Just like it says, it's a great weather forecasting site. It even has an application where it shows you a scent cone of where your projected wind scent is going to flow with today's wind forecast. That is super when you're predator hunting and want to set up for a coyote or bobcat. But it also has Google Earth style maps and more. It has a digital log where you can go on the map and put marks all over it, where your best sites are, where you've seen coyotes at, where you think you want to hunt that next bobcat. And you can connect all that together. Better yet, they're coming out with a new predator log, and it's going to be focused for everything predator. Look for it coming out soon. That's not all that's out there. If you want to learn a little bit more, follow me. I'm going to show you a couple more products you might want to consider in the whitetail market for your predator hunting applications. The next area of whitetail hunting that I want to discuss for the predator hunter is, well, it's the fact that you stink. And whitetail hunters are great at controlling scent. First of all, they have great clothes washes that you can just wash all your clothes and it's scent free for the most part. Next thing you can do when you take a shower before you go predator hunting, use their body washes. This scent killer here, it's a body wash, it's a shampoo. I don't have a whole lot of hair, but it does keep it scent free and clean. And lastly, a little bit of spray. You know, a little dab will do ya. On your boots, all over your hat, your clothes, your day pack, your rifle sling, your gloves, anything you're gonna touch, de-scent it with these products. Now, do they work? Well, they do work to a certain extent. I know when a whitetail is downwind of me, he's not quite as spooked as if I'd go out there with some Old Spice on or whatever. So try these things out. And lastly, you can even use a little cover scent to cover up, just to give a burst of scent going downwind or maybe on your boots again so you're not tracking in any type of odor you might have picked up at the gas station. And speaking of scents and urine, let's move on to our next area where whitetail hunters have really excelled and help you and I out in the predator hunting world. Well, the last area I want to share with you, it's right here, trail cameras. Now, if you're good at reading sign, you don't necessarily need a trail camera. You can see scat and tracks. But if you're hunting something really elusive, maybe like a mountain lion or a black bear at a bait, then a trail camera is great for documenting the time and the period when that animal is visiting. You can kind of get a preference, an idea what they like, and you can set up your hunt accordingly. Now, I just like to get trail camera pictures. So I'm setting this one up about, predator level. As you can see, it's about the level of bobcat or coyote. And then I'm gonna use right here. We talked about scents, attractants, and coyotes love to pass through gates, anywhere it's easy to travel, especially along trails. I'm gonna set this cattle skull, this bull skull, out just a little bit in front of the trail camera. Put a little bit of this coyote urine around it and a little bit of this coyote juice, they call it, just to give a little curiosity factor. So when the coyote comes through, hey, it's gonna trigger the camera and get me some pictures. I might even get a picture of a bobcat, a mountain lion, or a bear in this area. They're all right here. And of course, I'm using all the scent control items we talked about earlier. I've sprayed down, I've sprayed my camera, I'm wearing latex gloves, rubber gloves just like a trapper would. I am being as careful can be. So I hope you look at whitetail products a little bit differently when you're going predator hunting. There's a lot of great stuff out there, and they can help you on your next predator hunt.